In today's video, I'm going to explain two new features coming to Clash of Clans in the September update. What's going on, my friends of Clash of Clans? This will be sneak peek 2 of the Clash of Clans September update. Now, there has been an issue in the game for many years that's easily overlooked unless you are fully maxed in the game. Now, a lot of players that reach the top level in the game and they max out all of their buildings, the only thing really left to do would be to clan war all the time, or clan war leagues, or trophy push and test yourself in Legends League. Now, there's always an issue that comes with this that might be triggering to some of you, and that would be the fact that you cannot spend off your resources and they just sit there idle. So our newest feature that's coming in this next update applies to the top level in the game, which is currently Town Hall 16, but it's not limited to just Town Hall 16, but should transition into new levels in the future. Our new feature is called Supercharge, and it's a new optional building upgrade that provides extra buffs for some buildings that are at their maximum level. Now, here's the catch. Supercharge is technically a temporary buff, which means when a new level for a building is released, all previous supercharges made at that level are depleted, and those buildings lose their buffs. So what that means exactly is that when Town Hall 17 is released and one of these supercharged buildings gains a new maximum level, the buff itself, or the supercharge, goes away. You will need to upgrade that building to its new maximum level, and then the supercharge process starts over again. At least that's the way I'm interpreting it. But let's go ahead and get into the developer build and let's show you what this looks like exactly. All of these buildings on the bottom half of this base are able to be supercharged, which means that we have 9 different buildings: the Mortar, Hidden Tesla, the Expo, Inferno Tower, Scattershot, Battle Builder Hut, and then 3 resource buildings in the Elixir Pump, Gold Mine, and Dark Elixir Drill. So let me show you what this process is going to look like. We got the Mortar. When we select it, it has a new level, or the ability to supercharge, and that's going to cost us 7.5 million gold for a 3-day 12-hour upgrade time, and this gives this building an additional 3 points to its damage per second for charge level 1. Then we have the same thing for charge level 2. It's going to cost 5 million gold, 5-day 12-hour upgrade time, and we're going to gain 75 points for the hit points. So you can see that it's really minute buffs to these buildings, but it's technically making them a little bit stronger than what they normally would be. Then we can also use magic items to finish these upgrades just like a normal upgrade, or use builder potions to finish, but we're going to go ahead and use gems and show you the Hidden Tesla. So charge level 1, 10 million gold, 4-day upgrade time for a whopping 5 points added to the damage per second. And then for charge level 2, we're going to need 6 million gold, 6-day upgrade time, adding 50 points to its hit points, and that should finish us off for the Hidden Tesla. The Expo, 10 million gold, 4-day 12-hour upgrade time, 10 points added to the damage per second, and charge level 2 will add 100 points to the hit points for 6.2 million gold and multiple day upgrade time. I completely overlooked what that was. I hope you caught it. Then we have the Inferno Tower that's going to cost 11 million gold, 4-day 12-hour upgrade time for charge level 1, and that's going to be 200 points added to its damage per second. Might need to check the single target for that, or the other mode for that. What was that actually? So level 10, charge 1, damage per second for a single target increases to 130 up to 2800. Multi-target is 130 points. Then Supercharge level 2 is going to add 200 points to the hit points of this building for 6.5 million gold, 6-day 12-hour upgrade time. Then our Scattershot fully supercharged, we have damage per second at 195 and 5560 for the hit points. The Battle Builder Huts is going to cost 10 million gold, 4-day upgrade time, adding 7 points to its damage per second. And charge level 2 is going to add 50 points to the hit points for a whopping 5 million gold. Now, when we get into our resource collection buildings like the Elixir Pump, Gold Mine, and Dark Elixir Drill, there is a side note that I need to mention, because these buildings actually achieve their maximum level at Town Hall 14, and I was actually hoping that the Supercharge would apply down there, but that is not the case. Supercharge will only apply to the top level in the game, which is Town Hall 16, and unless these buildings gain new levels when a new Town Hall level comes out, they will remain supercharged. So to upgrade our elixir collector. That's going to cost 1.7 million gold, 2-day upgrade time, increasing its capacity first. Then we have a second level, which is going to cost 1.5 million gold, 3-day upgrade time, adding 500 points to the production rate. And then a third upgrade or third level of the supercharge, which will add 50 points to the hit points. And this will apply for the gold mine as well, about the same stats. And then again for our dark elixir drill. So of course we wanted to include a little bit of an example, nothing too difficult, nothing too crazy, just a standard base with the same army that we used in Sneak Peek 1 against all of the new supercharged buildings, and they are very clearly identified with that effect. It's a little overpowering in a way, but anyways, we're gonna run from the top and we're gonna use our overgrowth a little bit more often, because when I went through this attack, it did feel a little bit different. I mean, obviously there's a little bit of buffs going around the base, and it does increase the strength of those buildings that have been supercharged, i.e. the Inferno Towers and the scatter shots that we're about to walk into. So we got Root Riders working their way through the top with the assistance of the Wardens, some Super Barbarians, P.E.K.K.A.s, and then the King and the Queen are running around the outside. The Queen's ability had to be used relatively early, and the Magic Mirror is helping out quite a bit because we're taking out 2 different buildings at the same time. So we got this large group of troops running through the top, and we're going to use overgrowth on the Eagle Artillery so we can try to keep these troops' health up as they work their way around the base. And then obviously we're using it on the Town Hall section, although it's not really necessary because we don't have troops down there other than that clone from the Archer Queen itself. So the Root Riders and everything's working their way through the left side of the base. We got some Valkyries in there from the Siege Barracks, which are quite helpful. And remember, these are the reduced stats troops that we saw from the balancing changes as well as the hero equipment. So we're going to take the poison. I really didn't want to do that, but that ended up happening anyways. We're going to overgrowth this bottom section again to shut down the Town Hall and allow our troops to work through, clear the Eagle Artillery, and you'll notice that we are taking quite a bit of damage from these higher buffed buildings than what we saw in the previous video yesterday. Again, this was a different base than what we saw yesterday as well, but we are going to be successful of taking down this Town Hall, 3-starring the base, but it did take a couple of different attempts to get this to happen. So just be aware, it does feel a little bit different. It might not seem like a ton of stat increases on the buildings, but it does help make it a little bit more difficult. And our second new feature coming in this update will be the addition of 6 new consumable items called Magic Snacks. Now these are intended to reward players who attack daily with temporary boosts to builders, heroes, troops, equipment, and research. Now, Magic Snacks will be introduced and claimable in an upcoming event, so make sure you stay tuned for more information to come on that. In this update, we will see the release of the Builder Bite, Study Soup, Mighty Morsel, Power Pancakes, Training Treat, and Clan Castle Cake. When the first Magic Snack is earned, they will be stored in their own dedicated storage, and a 24-hour countdown will begin. So jumping into our developer build, you'll locate that temporary storage on the right side next to the shop button. And we do have all of them in our storage at the moment, and you'll see that it has an expiration time. Even though it does resemble what appears to be magic items, there's a major difference. They expire and they cannot be sold. Very sorry guys, no free gems for these things. And in our list, we have our Clan Castle Cake, and what it says here is that add a free reinforcements to your clan castle for 12 hours. To enjoy this treat, join a clan and add reinforcements at your clan castle. When we activate it, you'll see a 12-hour timeline countdown underneath where it says that it's active. And when we go into our clan castle, you'll see the icon on the reinforcement button. And so instead of using raid medals, which also kind of gives us free troops, we're saving our raid medals here by just using this option and activating this treat, and we can confirm, and now our clan castle is full. We also have the training treat, and this one's I wish that they would increase the timeline on this one because I would use this one a lot. But it says a quick bite that will instantly train troops,
spells, and siege machines for 20 minutes or at most 10 battles. Our next one would be the power pancakes, and I think this one's pretty obvious that it would be boosting troops, like a power potion. A hearty meal that boosts troops, spells, and siege machines to the maximum level for your town hall for the next 3 battles. Now, there's a caveat on this one when it says 3 battles. When we use this, it means that there's no timer. It means that each time you do an attack, so it counts down from 3. So hypothetically, you could use this particular treat to go into Clan War and do 2 attacks and have max troops. Our next one would be called Mighty Morsel, and that boosts heroes, pets, and equipment to the maximum level for your town hall for the next 3 battles. So that one kind of ties into the power pancakes. You could use it the same exact way to have maximum stuff for 3 attacks, knocking out your war attacks for that day and getting to use max troops, max heroes, max equipment. You got the point. Next we have the study soup, and this one says bubbling broth makes your laboratory research 4 times as fast for 1 hour, so not as long or not as much boost as a research potion, but anything's better than nothing, right? And then lastly, we have the builder bite, a hearty bite that makes your builders work 2 times as fast for 1 hour, works in the home village, and sadly, the builder's apprentice is a vegetarian. Clash of Clans got jokes, and he won't be boosted. So this works just like a builder potion, but it doesn't affect the apprentice builder. Now, once a magic snack is activated in the temporary storage, the item will have either a countdown timer or a usage counter, which indicates to the player how long they have the benefit of this item. And then if you have a magic snack that is nearing expiration, the player will see a notification on their temporary storage to remind them to use the item. So in my opinion, I think that the magic snacks are actually really cool because a lot of these have some really unique features, like the fact that I can donate to myself without having to wait on anybody else or use my raid medals, which can be dedicated elsewhere, or the fact that we have one of these treats that instantly trains troops. That's like really huge. I mean, it was only like 20 minutes or 10 times that you attacked, but overall, I think that this is going to be a useful feature for those of us that are quite active in the game. My only real question is how often are we going to be able to get these things? And that is yet to be known at this point, but let us know down in the comments below what you think about these new features.